My husband is a physiotherapist, and he told me everything that you need to know about a lymph massage that you can do to yourself and why it's actually so quick and easy and efficient and helps when you just don't feel at your best. So all you need to know is that there are 5 spots that we are focusing on, and each of those only takes about 1 to 2 minutes to work on. So in total, you don't even need 10 minutes and you'll be done with everything and you just feel better, I promise. So before we start, you just need to prepare 2 things. Just make sure to take a big enough towel, depending on where you do the massage, so the surface underneath you will stay clean. And we just want to grab some oil, like massage oil or some cream. Usually in our case we use like olive oil with some essential oil like lavender. And then just get some privacy, because you will undress yourself to reach all the different spots and also for your clothes to stay clean. You're either going to work with your thumbs or with your 4 fingers, and the first spot to address is going to be your knee pit. So just gently grab under your knee pit and you can start massaging with the 4 fingers. I think it's ideal to work at one knee at a time, but if you like, you could also use one hand on the one knee and then the other hand on the other. I just think it's more easy and more efficient. So while stretching out the tissue and grabbing under your knee, you just want to stretch a bit to your thigh. And also what you want to do, you want to take your thumbs and start massaging down your calf. So really all the way or half the way down the calf. And then again back to your knee pit with the 4 fingers, stretching up the thigh. And you want to apply some pressure, but obviously not so much that you're gonna hurt the tissue. Just to feel that something's happening there, and about half a minute to a minute is plenty enough. And then just move on to the other knee. We're moving up to the groin area. As you can see, I'm wearing shorts, but ideally you would be completely naked just to be able to work on the whole area comfortably, and also of course your clothes or your shorts not to get dirty from the oil. And again here I would recommend to just start with 2 hands on one side and then change to the other side, work around half a minute to 1 minute each side, and with your 4 fingers just gently massage your groin area. Here again, because you might notice that there are some lymph nodes and you can feel them, and sometimes they can even be a little bit swollen or they can cause some discomfort when you touch them. So just find the right pressure that again you feel something's happening there, but obviously not so much that it hurts you too much, just to activate the area. And do this again for half a minute to 1 minute. Just go up and down your groin, and you can go a bit deeper and then release some tension again. So it's really about bringing flow into the area. So the next spot that we are going to be looking at and working on is our armpits. Again, you just grab your 4 fingers and grab under your arm, and if you want to, you can rest the arm that you're working on just on a chair or on a table next to you. Just be comfortable, or just down on your thigh, and just start massaging as we did in the previous areas. You might feel your lymph nodes there, and start working deeply, but also use your thumb to then stretch out a bit down the arm. Use your 4 fingers to stretch out a bit forward to your chest, a bit down, a bit in the back. And again, if you work for 30 seconds to 1 minute, that's really, really good. And then just move over to the next arm. Next, and this is especially important when you feel that you might get a bit sick, is to work on your throat and the lymph nodes just under your throat. So you might feel them waking up in the morning and they are a bit swollen. So there it's quite helpful to use one hand, like the thumb and the first finger, and just gently start massaging. If you wanted to, you can use both hands, like the forefingers or the thumb. Go down all the way on your jaw. Gentle to moderate pressure, not being very intense and painful, but it's okay to feel something. Lastly, we're coming to a spot right under your clavicular bones, and these are the so-called lymph gates, because you can imagine that all the lymphatic system, like the infrastructure with all their pathways, they kind of end up here. So if you start massaging here, this is very, very effective and useful. And interestingly, what my husband told me is that if you think about the right side and the left side of your body, and the right gate and the left gate, the right one is basically responsible for the whole right side down to your liver, and the left side is responsible for the whole rest of the body. So this is pretty cool to think about that. Yeah, just this kind of very small space in your upper body ends up here, and the rest of the lymphatic system, from the rest of the whole body, is just under the left side. So if you have worked through all the 5 spots, then you can just congratulate yourself. You've done a hell of a job for helping your lymph flow and your recovery. And just as a background information, you have to think that all the waste products that are produced throughout your metabolism, they need to just go out, especially the toxins that can just otherwise accumulate in the tissues, and the body surely doesn't want them there. So as soon as you start working with your lymph flow, and you will see that these waste products, so to say, they just leave the body much quicker, and your recovery is improved. There are less inflammations in your body, so it's just a big help to work with. My husband, in his clinic, what he does, and this is just another extra information for you, is that he has a device that can actually help with that. So you can just lay on it and it will increase the flow, not only the lymph flow, but the flow of the microcirculation. And furthermore, there are like small applicators that you can apply on all of the spots that we have just discussed before. So there you don't even need to work with your hands to get this effect. And it's just super cool, because you can just combine those two and you'll be like new.